So number 3 is a bit more TN style, although it's larger than a traditional TN. It's 4.5 by 8.5. This is Rosalie. Again, I've used pretty sari ribbon. I'll show you it stretched out. It's very full. This is Stamperia paper. This will pop out of there. So there's an opposite, there's that, or obviously you can just cover it with a bit of plain paper. There we go. So Rosalie, we've got some bulldog puppies there. This is you know, for writing on, but also an 1892 book, and a very simple tag with a quote on there. Fill your paper with the breathings of your heart. That's that one. Flower Fairy page and Tim Holt's picture there. This is a pocket, and I've just put, oh, I won't take it out because it's clipped in. It's just an old postal order in there. Again, a little bit of secret journaling, I guess, if you wanted to. This is a sample booklet, just tea-dyed paper. Not sure it even counts as samples, really. A little tea-dyed paper book. And the Stamperia paper again. This wraps around the page. This is masking paper. It's very simple. And the stenciling up here. Then I've used a page from that young lady's journal, but I've backed it with the Japanese calligraphy paper because obviously it's quite fragile. That's all stitched around, a little bit of stamping here. This is a book page. This is an old French document. I'm not quite sure how old that is. It's a mixture of things in this pocket. New Year gifts, an old book. This is a journal card with a bit of chapter 1. And I'll just put, she wrote about it in her journal up there. I think that's an Amity Bloom quote. And then a couple of receipts just to layer it up, and perhaps it might look better that way. I don't know. Bit of pink ruffle here, sari silk. This pocket has got 1920s receipt and just a little pocket that I've put together with some old book paper, the end papers. This is a wedding from, I guess, the 1950s. I did cut that photograph down a bit to fit in there. I've just torn this a little bit here, but I think it'll hold because it's stitched across the bottom. Another quote there, journaling is like whispering to oneself and listening at the same time. Tag here. And then this pocket, mending day. Have a read of that and see how you need to mend all your bits and bobs. Journal card and a little old photograph there. Quite a sweet little girl. I just need to pin that back on or I shall forget. This is out of an old sketchbook. A bit of fabric. This just wraps around, a bit more writing space, but that's from an 1855 diary over this tea-dyed page. is some old ledger. This is a French book page, and I've done a vellum pocket over it, and then there's a 1933 receipt. Going very quick when you're trying to do it quick. And a library card. Just in there. That'll do. There we go. Book page. This is tag. I'll just put that together. A little cigarette card in there. Glassine. Receipt. This is a bit of fussy cutting from one of those chapter 1 papers. This is preserve your memories, keep them well, what you forget you can never retell. That's that beautiful June page from the Edith Holden book. In here we've got a blank receipt and an altered computer card, and another vellum pocket, tab, an envelope, just lined it with a bit of sewing paper, and this is an old cabinet card. I think that looks really pretty on there. In this one, I've got an old postcard and a receipt, again from 1933. This is a photograph from 1957. That flips out. There's a blank computer card in there and a receipt. 1933, some nice writing on there, and a little pink receipt. I don't know what you call that. This, not sure how well this works really. I'd ended up with this piece and I didn't really want to close it up, so I just made a sort of wraparound, pretty paper and a bit of sewing paper just to dress that up, and that just holds closed with that. Stamping. This is a fabric pocket, and in there there's 1960s document and a Tracy Fox tag from one of her kits. Another tag that I've just, very simple, just used an offcut of printable from chapter 1 papers. In here I've got another quote. Your journal is like your best friend. You don't have to pretend with it. You can be honest and write exactly what you feel. A French document from 1921. And an altered photograph postcard. That one's actually got writing on it. In fact, it's a nice image of a presumably mom and 2 daughters. A few bits and bobs in this one. And I haven't decorated the front of this pocket. I left the stamp as it was. Another Tracy Fox tab. I've just lengthened that one a bit with a bit of old ledger paper. And then this pocket is Flower Fairy postcard. It's not old, that's quite new. And an old photograph from 1954, Trafalgar Square. And then a tag and a page of adverts from the Young Ladies Journal. So that's Rosalie. As I say, she's very full, but you can take all the stuff out and make it your own, put your own things in if you prefer. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you shortly.